Alright, time to now go to the airship and go and start to see what would happen once the final crystal is at Golbez's possession. So it's in some weird location which is not shown, but it looks this kind of technological tower. For some reason I would expect that Golbez should have a deep booming Darth Vader voice. Yeah, that's old-fashioned blackmail. So, this is not so much what you could call, well, it is final dungeon in sense that it's in quite a massive amount of story beats, and of course there are enemies in this place as well. So it's time to show some of them. Yeah, and I have done some level grinding off screen just because this game heavily favors you doing that. There are enemies tend to be numerous, or will I say enemy encounters tend to be numerous and dangerous. So let's just batter that gremlin down. Don't remember what it was called in the original translation. But there's of course this technological tower, which is quite unusual setting, you could say, for the Final Fantasy game. And once again we have flan enemies in here. So what kind of what is their weakness? Yeah, they can be burned. Oh well, at least I can just keep banging with the healing staff using Cecil so that I will spare his magic points, even though he doesn't really need that much. I'm gonna say his low-level white magics at this phase of the game have already, you can say, they've gone already obsolete. And of course the place is built like a maze. So, which means that it would be quite a cumbersome task to navigate through all this without knowing where to go or without having the map. So I'm gonna make use of the thing called cutting away all these enemy encounters, because there's just so much of them. And they do get very cumbersome, and because I know that this place is also has quite lots of it has boss encounters also as well, so because there will be quite lots of plot happening at the end of this place as well, so it would be quite much of a waste of time to just show every single battle I must slog through in this place. That one was quite weak enemy encounter. And this place also has the annoying part or thing of oh well, Ice Claw took that thing out with one hit. This place also has that quite unpleasant trait of my thought fake. Oh yes, now I remember. This place is also one-time visit, meaning that once you get through this, but once you have gone through this place, you can't come back to this place again. So missing any treasure chests and all that, especially if you want to do the 100% playthrough, might be really big annoyance. Puppet enemies and all that. Well, now I'm gonna shift to the mode of blow up the random encounters thing. Oh, well, lots of fights. This place really is that you could say that, yes, the word was attrition. Difficulty comes from sheer attrition of enemy encounters. There's just so much of them, and they are all just so slowly chip away your equipment. Attrition or difficulty, not the most pleasant form of difficulty getting to the game. And of course, because this would also be quite old school gaming difficulty, there would be multiple little crossroads, although there's just one road through. Difficult game this is, using the old-fashioned term. Let's just make use of the inbuilt encounter repellent to look through these places. Yes, and there's just so much little side paths and all those to wander through. Difficulty, so much difficulty. Although luckily these side paths usually tend to be short, so you know really fast that nope, this is not the way. So let's just show another one of these enemy encounters, just because I wanna continue rambling on. And one thing also at this game is, you would say now it would be considered very crude game design, is that from, well, 4-man team, and Sid is practically useless. He's damaged, he can't heal, he can't even make use of spellcasting items, and his ability to find enemy weakness is quite useless after initial one use, that is. And Tela, he's got, well, even the game itself justifies his very weak stats with him being very old. But it still feels very vague that you could say that kind of annoying little hampering of players' abilities. And Yang can dish out quite lots of damage, but it's also the fact that he takes a lot of damage, so he's quite high maintenance character in that sense. Well, and basically Cecil's healing abilities themselves are just so lacking that he can't also much make use of them either. And of course Stella's hard-locked magic point cap of 90, which might have in early phase of the game felt quite generous, now is very, very, very limiting. Oh, but doing my best to bash them out, enemies out. Yeah, and some enemies can cast status affecting spells, which, as annoying as or impressive-ish they are, do not really do much. So you could say that of the all team members, you could say that Sid is the hang-around member. He just hangs around the groove. So let's just make sure of saving first. And I think I already shown quite a lot of all the different enemy types of this place as well. So there would be path forward, but there would be also path to another chest which I will have to take. And here it is. 3 enemies. Magus sisters. Cindy, Sandy, and Mindy. The Magus sisters are, well, they debuted in this game. And they usually have appeared as enemies, but in Final Fantasy X they appear as extremely high levels, well, hidden summon, and very powerful, of course, one which you couldn't control. But now they still appear as the, you could say that the regular style, how they usually are. Oh yeah, and they blast out so much of the reflect that they actually blast it out into me as well. Yeah, they're just bouncing out there. They follow quite simple pattern actually, so the goal would be to just well, Cindy of them, which I have now just wiped out. Is capable of doing the healing attacks. Oh yeah, and Sandy just passed herself with magic. And that little damage healing they got didn't really matter much. Now she's berserking, well, not berserking herself, but yeah, only three of them left, and she goes down real fast too. Well, that took down Magus sisters. Yeah, somehow it was not surprised to be ambushed by some pests. So I'll still just prepare and get ready to attack. Sisters went down. I have all the treasure chests doing them. And the game was generous enough to give me all kinds of nice stuff. So, well, there's Kane and Golbets. Hello Golbets, you're here to die. Oh yeah, old-fashioned threats and yeah, oh yeah, I am a traitor. And now see Golbets in battle form. He looks scary, takes damage. And notice that Stella is not losing any magic points. Oh. Yep. Meteor takes 99 magic points, so he couldn't cast it stat-wise. Oh, that hurt a lot. Dramatic fight. Oh, Roar, 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 humble, humble, he dies. Or at least gets defeated big time. Just like all the bad guys, they just overestimate their abilities and... impressive bash. Yeah, and he pulls off the old-fashioned villain exit. But he gets second thoughts. That is foreshadowing for a big plot twist. Well, some might say that it might be a gaming equivalent of Empire Strikes Back turn plot twist, but I would say it is not that shocking. Death. I think this must be the first time in actually Final Fantasy game that we witness a very important to plot character just die. And that's it. There's no resurrection or anything. He's dead. Fella died. But apparently Golbets used some sort of mind control spell magics. Yeah, that mention about just a little part of him being awake is what you could say might make the mind control things actually basically work. Oh, and some sort of guillotine head chopping death trap machine as well. So now damsel in distress has been rescued. And Kane's reaction is, you can see there's resentment in it, or jealousy. Yeah, there is a matter of jealousy. Even though Cecil and Kane are friends, Rosa's presence is... It's a love triangle, you could say. Where it's clear that that there has been made a choice made, but Kane does not like that choice. Yeah, that's how I feel how it was. Now I have once again full team. So it's time to actually equip the team with this. Equip the team as well. Optimal, but not with the staff. Let's put a great bow and with new arrows. Just use all the poison stuff and all that to make my crew fully powered and try to leave. Oops, that would be fast. Yeah, the third elemental fiend looks like a woman in a bikini. And now she makes herself practically invulnerable with Well, it didn't seem to be something that it wouldn't work, but... damn it. And Rosa's got quite impressive amount of, you could say, white magics. And of course, Kane should be doing the jump, doing the jump attack. But apparently Fire Sword doesn't do much. Oh, and now she hides herself back into the winds again. Barbaricia, if I remember right, her name in original translation was Valvalist or something like that. But of course she doesn't take her appearance from the original Fiend of Air, so redesign is completely understandable. And once again, once she blasts herself into shield, she smacks out the... Let's blast off Tier 3 instead. It was Final Fantasy 8 which brought the names of instead of Cure 1, Cure or Cure 2, and all that was the one which blasted out the name or brought out names like Kura, Kuraga, and Kuraja. And Kuraja itself is much later naming, because usually just but fighting against Barbaricia is very much a matter of breaking her out from the wind shields. Oh yeah, that's a card part actually. And even with that, even with the wind shields, she was actually annihilated. They are dramatic bosses, but they are not that difficult ones. Raja. Arg. It would have been wise for Golbez to build some sort of teleportation magic prevention system. And those gameplay mechanics rarely appear in the actual gameplay themselves in later Final Fantasy games. Well, it would be... story demands that its hero is not wiped out right away. Of course. now I'm at Castle Baron. There's no more king. Baron has no longer king either. He was deadized. Well, being killed and made mind controlled. Well, they say killed and then being made imposterized. Well, I guess they might prefer a new king. So, well, Cecil might have quite good claim about kingship being a generally liked dude, and well, he's also an accomplished soldier. So, but now I could be flying all over the world, looking for crystals, like in here near this very ominous-looking tower structure, which I can't get into the dark hole, and that would be Castle Ebelan Castle, which would be plot event later, as is that little, you could say, cave over there. So there will be events in here, but this is very suspicious looking island. So just thinking, so dwarves, underground, two sides to everything. And holy well. Oh, well, let's just drop the magma rock in it. See what happens. Yeah, let's just trigger a volcanic eruption and destroy the city while I'm at it. Or actually more like explode the mountain to pieces. And nobody in here seems to pay any attention to events like that happening. So there will be a big gap appeared right into the center of the big mountain, which is very suspicious looking, but I will be exploring it later. See ya.